Let me hear you say ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da. Crazy at this thing called love. Just what I've been dreaming of. I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. Is why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. Is why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Tony Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson. This morning, I'm in Seacom on Thornton Avenue at Sarcastic Suites. I'm here with the proprietor. Ma'am, could you introduce yourself to us and tell us how long you've been here?
So my name is Nina Reed. I'm from Anchorage, Alaska, but I've had the store here in I had it based in Rhode Island for 10 years, where I had my food truck, and this is our first year in Seacom, Massachusetts. So we've been here for a full year as of August 19th.
So tell us about Sarcastic Suites.
So what to tell you about Sarcastic Suites? We started out as a food truck. We do custom orders, cakes, weddings, pickups, deliveries, birthday parties, colleges, fundraisers, churches, very important to me. We do all of those types of events, but then we were finally able to get a store through a lot of savings and fundraising and things like that here in Seacom, Massachusetts. So we still service Rhode Island quite a bit, but we also service a lot of Massachusetts. And we have the bakery portion, which is Sarcastic Sweets, and the Alaska Treehouse portion of things, which is the breakfast, lunch, smoothies, cafe portion of things. So you can come in and do your work like an internet cafe, or you can have breakfast with your family or lunch. We do breakfast all day because in Alaska you can have breakfast any time of the day. Any time of the day could be breakfast. Pastries, movie, special orders.
This is fantastic. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tony Commander, Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. Right now, it's in the 50s, middle to upper 50 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island, but it's going to be a sunny day. It's cloudy right now, but we're going up to 70 degrees. This is going to be one of the nice days of the week. So enjoy it as much as you can. Just stay safe as usual. Okay? Can you imagine catching a ball and being offered $2 million for it? Wow! That is what this guy who caught Judge's ball, the guy that did the baseball hitter, that hit that ball out of the park, not out of the park, but into the benches. And one man caught it. People were saying $1 million. Oh, that boy's worth $1 million. And now we hear that he's being offered $2 million for that ball. This is the kind of opportunity you can only get in America and in developed nations. Not in our poor countries like Africa and places in Liberia and places like that. No. That's why people go to the games and they pay a lot of money. Because you might just be lucky to be $1 million a year. Go there to buy a Coke and come out $1 million a year. So that's it. And if you're that lucky, try your luck. You don't have to play the lottery. You can buy a ticket to the game or something. Okay. Okay, my topics for the day are Senator Darius Dillon's class reloaded. We know that Senator Darius Dillon has this podcast he calls his class reloaded or whatever it is. And I saw it once, but this morning I already watched it because he's in America right now, somewhere in Ohio down there. And where he came here to see about he got one pet project in Liberia, what they call it, rehabilitation project. That way he's came to see about because people in America funding it, and he's been spearheading the construction and everything for it. So he's in America right now. They had a big something for him last night, and I was just going through. I saw his show and I listened to him, and he came and he started speaking against what's going on in Liberia. So he spoke about rice, money, and other crises in Liberia. Number 2, America must be sincere to save and free Liberia. We got to be, man, my people suffering. So let me take a break and I'll come back and we delve into this issue deeper, okay? And the cause of my people. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tony Commander, Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. Today, I'm at Kebe's African restaurant on the other side of Providence. And she is right here. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Kebe McCann.
Now, Kebe has been here for a while, and this is one of our Liberian restaurants. So, Kebe, tell us how long you've been in this spot and why you decided to get into business.
I've been in this spot for 14 years now. I decided to open this restaurant because of helping people. going out and feeding the homeless, and we needed a place where the food be cooked. And I opened this restaurant. Since then, I'm still at the same place, 850 Admiral Street.
So how has the community responded to your effort?
Well, the community has responded greatly to my efforts. I do successful feed the homeless, and people have embraced the business, and it led me to move forward to Liberia to open the orphanage for children in Liberia.
Wow, you have an
All
orphanage?
from this restaurant.
You're kidding me.
And because of the customer has been very nice to me and loyal to me, I was able to go to Liberia 3 weeks ago and open an orphanage in my late mother's name, Eugenia Bright.
Wow. Where's the orphanage?
In New Georgia, Liberia.
Wow. So what message do you have for your customers?
Well, my customers are very loyal to me, and they are very faithful. They always help me when we're doing the backpack giveaway for children every year, which will soon be coming down end of the month. And then we give the food away, the turkey and chicken in November. And because of the customer, all the tips they leave and all the encouragement help me to promote this business and do what I'm doing moving forward. So I love my customers, I love my neighbors, and I love everybody in general.
We thank you very much for your efforts.
Thank you, and God bless you too.
Thank you too. Let the people see the delicious food you're fixing there.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good to be back. Well, let's dive into my topic for this morning. Senator Darius, Senator from Montserrat County in Liberia. That's a county that seats the capital city, Monrovia. So he's one of the senators from there. And as I told you, he's in America for this program. And he appeared on his show. And let's hear what he had to say about the rice situation, the unaccountable millions of dollars being stolen from Liberia by this useless government, and the plight of my poor people. So, I had it on. Let me go put it back on. Yeah, excuse me 1 minute. Let me get it. Senator Darius Dillon's speech. Oh, what did I do with that speech? Hold on 1 minute, folks, please. Okay, here he is. I'm sorry I took so long.
I'm here for like 10, 15 minutes. Stephen has already said I have an event here in Ohio. Our visit to Minnesota was very successful. We want to say thank God. Thanks to mothers and the friends of Dillon. The program was about our rehab center. We found another day to talk about it. I don't want to take away from the discussion that is already ongoing. But I just wanted to say good evening to our people, good day wherever you are, and let you know that we are here and we are doing what we can do for the business of our people. The situation in the country...
Yeah, I want to speak on the rights issue a little bit.
The situation in the country is troubling, and no other way to put it. It is troubling. It is due to lack of leadership. It is lack of vision to do the right thing. It is lack of courage to allow accountability to take hold. It is the result of us national leaders, and I want to be clear with it, not being truthful to our people. Look, when times are tough, inform your people, manage their expectation, tell them what to expect and to brace for what to expect. But when you, the president, say everything is okay, rest is in the country, and it is found that no rest in the country, then it is not fair to the people. At the legislature, we took some action. Even though it is not an action that can feed the country, but at least it could have mitigated this situation. a recast budget was sent to us, and the president asked the legislature to approve $11 million so that they can use it to a subsidy with the importers so that the commodity can be available and affordable, even with a little increase. What has happened to that money is the question I keep asking. When people say that, Dillon, you senator, what are you doing about the rice? We, the policy makers, we make provision for the funding that was requested. We passed the budget. What has happened to the $11 million is the question Liberians should be asking to join us to ask and demand of the executive. To demand of the executive, because it is simply unfair, heartless for money to be made available. The same thing with the stimulus package. $25 million to help stimulate the people's situation during COVID-19. Money cannot be accounted for. $25 million to do mop-up exercise. Money cannot be accounted for. $11 million to help subsidize the importation of rice to make it available in the first place and to make it affordable reasonably. Yet still, no rice in the country. And unfortunately, we are on break. Thankfully, we are returning to session by the middle of October. And I hope this alone will cause majority of our colleagues to join ranks with us to demand answers. Accountability, to demand answers and accountability. $11 million is no small money. When we were debating that recast budget, when I said we were demanding an item-based, item-miles budget, meaning if you're asking me for $11 million,
Give the breakdown.
you need to give me the breakdown as to which importer you're going to give that money to, how much you're going to give each importer, and why. They just asked for $11 million, and majority of the Senate passed it, the entire House of Representatives passed it as it is, and we are where we are. Now, when you do that, you create a situation where even those of us who even advocate for our people can ask questions, because some of the people don't understand the function of government. They think lawmakers are supposed to do everything. When we play our role to provide money to mitigate the situation, and only to see that money was not disbursed and it cannot be accounted for, and this thing is on our hands. It is vexing and troubling.
For me, my Liberian people, these are the things I hear that really breaks my heart. My topic again, Senator Darius Dillon's class reloaded, rice, money, and other crises in Liberia. Our country is in a serious crisis. Serious crisis. With all these small crises we're having, stealing money, no rice, no electricity, no running water, no means of social survival in my country. We're a dead nation, man. We are a dead nation. So for this one election, all the criminals will steal our money, they will rob our coffers to finance their electoral gains and efforts, because they ain't gaining nothing. I don't want to say electoral gains, because they ain't gaining nothing. The electoral efforts. These people won't run for position, they ain't got money. They will take the money from our coffers that we got to save our people and elevate their lives. We'll take it from them to run election. Now, that's not even bad. We're bringing a whole shipment of cocaine in our country through the Arabs in our country. They've been doing it a long time. the Abijadis and all of them, all of them involved in crooked deals. They've been doing it forever. And the time we get these people out of our country, break them down and get them out. What's wrong with our people, man? Everybody just come into our country and destroy our children, destroy our country. Because if they were destroying our country alone, that's one thing. But when you destroy our country, then you got to kill our people and destroy their lives for us not to investigate you and punish you. How long can we go on like this, my people? We can't go on like this for long. This is disastrous. It is wicked and evil. We can't sit supinely and let these people do and wait for foreigners to come in our country to save us. No. We can't do that. We can't do that. We got to rise up. We got to rise up. We got to rise up. Stand up for our country, man. Look at 11 million, 25 million. That's not small money. Now we got cocaine coming into our country. Look at it, $100 million worth of cocaine coming into our country. What do we say about that, man? They're stealing our money. Then they're bringing in drugs to sell to our children to kill our population. These people are wicked. They are evil. They are damned, and we got to go after them. $100 million worth of cocaine into our country, coming to the Arabs. We need to deport the whole damn Abijadi family. Deport them. Because they're the one that is TRH trading company that's storing the drugs. The drugs coming through one other company with Liberians involved, coming to Liberia, then the Abijadi company storing it. We got to go after these people, man. It's not right for our country. It's not right for our children. It's one thing when you want to steal for our country. But when you go in to bring drugs to destroy the minds of our future, we're coming after you. We're coming after you relentlessly with everything we got. And you better rise up, my Liberian people. You better go against these Arab people in our country, bringing cocaine into our country. You better go over after them and run them over Liberia. These kind of people, we don't need them no more. We don't need these traders. They've been in our country too long. Abijadi, they've been there from Totma time. They are corrupt and evil. We need to run them out of Liberia. We need to run them out of Liberia. Then they bring in cocaine to destroy, not even 100,000, 100 million. You know how much cocaine is that? That is about 7-8 trucks of cocaine. How our children will sniff all that thing? By the time our children finish sniffing those 7 trucks, our nation is dead. Then those the same people we elect to be president and like George Weah and Senator like Prince Johnson and useless rogues like Sir Joseph and all the people who got in our country stealing from us. And we're talking about they're our leaders. Are you people crazy? We need to wake up from this stupor. We've been floating on crazy air for too long. We need to come to our senses. Enough is enough. What's wrong with y'all, my people? What's wrong with y'all? Everybody into this corrupting, all over join the corruption thing and just destroy our country. Now we're bringing in cocaine. What else we bringing? Heroin? Because of the next thing, heroin. When our children get hooked on heroin, our nation is going to be debilitated. We have nobody to do anything. We have a lot of crackheads and heroin, dope heads and dopies and all these kind of things in our society. How can you see? It's just that it hasn't reached the George Weah and children yet. They're not sniffing and taking the cocaine yet. Maybe they're just smoking weed. But let them start sniffing the cocaine and swallowing the 8 balls and all the kind of thing and see where the children are going. What goes around comes around. You bring drugs in the country, who you think? Do you think one of the people in the street will smoke the drugs or take the drugs? No. The drugs going to circulate. And all these young children of government officials, because they're the only rich people in Liberia. We ain't got no real rich people. You call Ben and I, you're rich, you steal from us to be millionaire. Then he say he rich, he not rich, he's a damn rogue. All the bitches are rogues. Excuse my expression and my French. Tonight I just slip or one of the and I just slip. Yeah. But hey, give me a break, man. Rich. Y'all show me one rich man like you who really got rich. Y'all show me him. I come in. I'm not there yet. But y'all show me the one who there now. Show me the one who there. Let me see the one who there. Got money. You steal from our government. You steal everything our government got. Then you say for you. This thing be going on for too long. It be going on for Totma time. Totma started. He broke our system down with this corruption because he wanted to stay in power for life. You see, these are people who love themselves more than our country. Because how you want, we got laws and rules, man. Those laws and rules are in place for a purpose, so that our country can grow, so our people can evolve. Yes, we got confusion, but when our people learn to be president and be removed and punished for their corruption, and another group go there, then be removed and punished for the corruption, our system will grow. But people go there, they steal, they move, we don't punish them. Then the next people come, they bring them into steal too because they want steal too. Then the steal go, they move, they bring them. That's how our country been going for almost how long? Since Tatma been there. One Tatma got there in the 40s or 20s or what? I can't remember when Tatma got there. In the 40s, I think he got it. And he died in the 70s. Yeah, that's about 30 years right there. So he got it in the 40s, man. 30 years of corruption in our country. Taba couldn't change it. Why you think Taba died? Taba couldn't change it. Then he wanted to get weak like Ellen Johnson Sally. Now, if Ellen Johnson Sally were in Taba's shoes, she were going to kill her. Because I seen it kill Taba. You get there, you act tough, then you slack off and start doing the same thing the other administration were doing. That's the same thing Ellen did. She got it all big and bad with government, all that. Then when you looked at, they couldn't move nowhere because half of the people there didn't understand our culture. If you don't know how to deal with the Liberian people, you can't get them to do nothing, man. You got to understand that first as a leader. And that's what our people fail time and time again. They go there with a tribal thing and they don't understand how to deal with the other tribe. That's why the Congo people were successful in leading Liberia. Because we go there and we know how to talk to every group and bring them together. Yes, it may not work all the time, but majority of the time, we meet head to head with the same reasoning and we sit down and talk. Because I'm not coming there with tribal animosity. I'm not coming there with tribal hatred. I'm not coming there thinking that one tribe is inferior to the other tribe or this other tribe is more powerful. No. That's not what we're coming to the table with. And that's why it's easier for Congo people to get involved with leading people, Liberian people, because everybody tribal. And you can't be tribal if you want to lead our nation. It can't be about Basso or Crown or Gisi. No, it can't be that. It got to be for all of us. It got to be for all of us. And that's why you see people in security and national issues don't play with politics. Certain offices in government, you can't be involved with politics. The election office, you stay out of politics. So most of the people don't even vote. The military, in America, I think, yes, I voted, but people are running behind politics. In the military, we have things to do, man. Sometimes we just you just blind vote. But that's it if you're not involved with politics, but you just want to keep your voting status. But I can't remember what we did in Germany or anything. I know we did vote, but when people were too busy, we ain't got time for politics. Everybody just doing what they got to do. Some people more into it than others, but when you're in an organization with national security issues and things like that, we try to minimize the politics. Because we're not people in the politics, we're the people in the national security, protecting the nation. We don't care who wins. It's in the country's best interest. And the people say, yeah, we want this person, take that person. My job is not to follow what the people do. My job is to protect the nation and the people. You see? You see that same incident that happened in Texas and all the people there with this woman who they just hired with the police, and she was one of those women, the police officers who responded to the incident at the school where they killed all those children. And instead of going in there to subdue the criminal, they were scared. They stayed outside. Hundreds of officers were scared to go in there to bring one criminal down. And that person was just shooting and killing all of the children. Now they interview her. She's saying, oh yeah, if my child were there, I'll be inside it. What? You're a policewoman. You see other people's children dying. Children are our nation dying. Not even other people's children. Children are our nation dying. Then you stay back and you say, oh yeah, I didn't go there, but if my child were in there, I would have sufficient reason to go in there. Not only should that woman be tried, she should be prosecuted as an enemy of the state. You take an oath to protect people. Then you stay out. And they ask you why you stay out. You say if your child were in there, you're going to go in there. Is that why you became a police, to protect your family? You see? Now that woman should be prosecuted. And they want to hire her again. Our relative. All these are family. That nepotism. Why you think they hire that same woman after they will fire her for being a coward? Then you go hire that woman to be in an area where she got to protect people's lives again. But that nepotism, go look behind it. Everything that nepotism. Why you think that man will hire that kind of woman? Is that some other person he didn't know? You say, no, you did this, you did that. But because that his relative, he closed her head and hired that coward. Now she in there. Who's she gonna protect? First of all, you come to a battle. We issue you body protection, bulletproof vest. You come on the scene with all bulletproof vests. You should go to jail right there. In Liberia, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, straight to jail. We gave you equipment to protect you and our nation. Then you come show up on the scene and you know it's a dangerous situation. You show up without a protective vest. You're out of uniform. They should have sent her home and fire her right there on the spot. You see, this is the kind of discipline we need to bring to our country. You think that I was sitting in Liberia and these people stealing this, they'll be walking around Liberia, I will have them hanging upside down, ready for prosecution and fucking, major fucking, if they're found guilty. And I will give them, I will warn them. I will tell them straight, my people, pray to God. You got money to get a lawyer. Get all the evidence you got. Fight for your lives. Because if you fail and they condemn you and you found guilty, I will flog the hell out of you. I will tell them straight to that. I will flog the hell out of you. And we'll pass law for that. If they want me working in the government, they want me serving the Liberian government, they will pass a law to flog people. Why you think these rogues will just steal our money and just go home and sit down with their children and enjoy the wealth of our people, where our people outside there walking in feces and can't eat, fighting for rice all night? No license, our people, they're killing people. The police come, they can't even see before them. What kind of country we got? What kind of country we got? And this useless man is so terrible, he go compare our country, that dumb he got there running to Miami. Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe after the hurricane, Miami looked like Liberia now. Maybe. That's what you were talking about. Because everything is destroyed in Miami, certain places in Miami. Everywhere that Hurricane Ian hit and destroyed, look like Liberia. That Liberia there. So we can surely compare places in Florida to Liberia now. So maybe they brought that bad look of Florida. Usually, Florida should sue George Weah for bad pronunciation or bad characterizing of his state. Talking about Liberia, look at Miami. Yeah, right. But my people, it's up to us. It's up to us. And that's why more and more I get discouraged with my country, with my people, with our standard of living, with everything, man. How long you sit down there, yeah, people stealing $5 million? 11 million, 25 million, 15 million. And everybody there talking, oh, I will wait on the 2023. I will wait on the 20. Are you people scared of Prince Johnson? Are you people afraid of George Bulley? Are you people afraid of all the murderers we got in your house so you're waiting to go to election? And you think election will free you? The people can change the law anytime. What you do? Huh? If they say they want to stay there for another 4 more years, what you do? What you do? You wait till 2023? Huh? You see, when the nation is cowardice, the bullies will rule forever. When everybody in our country are cowards and scared and subdued to the evil that exists in our country, and we have no patriots to stand up to the rogues and criminals, what do you expect will happen? Jesus not coming down to change Liberia. You can sing Jesus, Jesus all day. You can sing Come Back, You Are My Lord all day. You can sing We Were Marching to Zion Gate all day. You can sing with children on the cross all day. You can say, Come back here, my Lord, all day. He ain't coming shit where. I said it. He ain't coming. That's not how a religion works. You think you just sit at home, you see the corruption, the stealing, the murders, the raping of your children all around you, and you say, oh, Jesus will come soon. Jesus. Is that what Jesus told you in the Bible? Is that what Jesus told your Liberian people? That's how he works? You'll sit on it. You'll sit on it. Okay? But it's just disheartening. Every day we hear people now people stealing our coffers, all the money we got to run their campaign to be electors, to be elected to office. The same people that robbed us for 9 years, for 6 years, now they're coming to rob us again, to stay in power again. My Liberian people, my job is just to educate you. My job is to strive to raise your consciousness so you know you are empowered to change your own lives. I don't like to use myself as an example for anything. But look at in 1980, people thought I would destroy. When they came my power, destroy everything I got. My own relatives and friends were laughing at me. Oh, let's see what he'll do now. His power did. Who will he depend on? I never depended on my power in the first place. Whatever he gave me, I enjoyed it. But he told me too, when I grew up and my power knew that I was big enough to understand things, he sat all of us down, all his children down, all 20 of us down at different times. And he said, you see all my cars, you see my house, you see all my coat suit, it's not yours, it's mine. I will give you education and nothing else. That's your job to go out there and make your life. My father told all of us that. When he told me that, I accepted it. I said, that sounds good. I will do it. And I don't depend on people. People won't help me, they will help me. I only depend on God. That's the only source under the sun I depend on. Because he can make the worst criminal on this earth give me anything he wants. He can make the worst, evil, mean person on the world fall to their knees and give me what I want. And it's not this. It's not this. How you think I survived during the civil war in Liberia? I sat with Falavani, all the wicked people. I sat with Falavani. I sat with Zameton. I sat with all these people. We ate together, all of the band together. All of you come in Young Chesson. I told you I ate with Falavani in his house. Falavani was so scared because he and I were there with what her name? Sia Kanaka. That was my girl, man. After the coup, Sia did it, my dad. I didn't have nobody. Sia can't say, Rodney can stay with me. I got a whole house. She gave me a place in her house. But it's just that people started saying, oh, I'm sleeping with Sia. And it brought a lot of friction between us. That's why I left. But I had a place in my mom's house. I didn't have no family member to help me. Some of my family were happy my pa was dead, so I could suffer. They felt my pa gave me too much. Because my pa used to like me. I didn't care what my father did. I was there to please my father. I didn't question my father about his infidelity. I didn't question him about his drinking. No. When he said do this one, I did it. When I felt my father needed help doing something, I did it. There was no question whether he had to tell me or not. I knew what my father wanted. I did it. I knew my father liked to drink. And then he said I would bring his glass and his booze and put it on the table. He didn't have to tell me that. And that was the relationship my father liked with me. Unlike my brothers and sisters, who were always questioning my father, why you did it, daddy, why you did that? Oh, my daddy got to go. No, I never questioned my father. My job was to please my father. I never questioned my father. No. What am I questioning my father for? Because I'm a tutor. I just want to go to school and make my living. That's all. And that's what it took for my father to appease my father to pay my tuition. We were 20 children. My father had a girlfriend. He didn't want to pay school fee. He did my father wanted to pay everybody's school fee. So now my father used to tell me, go to your mom. That's the kind of precarious living you under. When you got your outside child, you got your mom one side, your pa one side. One day your pa get drunk, he won't pay your school fees, go to your mom. Man. Or you got all your girlfriend running him for money. You say, man, you big enough, go to your mom for money. Sometimes I had to go to my mom. That didn't make me hate my pa. No. And I came back. When my mom paid my school 1 year, I came to him the next year, I need my school fee, you give it to me. So, you got to understand, I didn't expect nothing great from my father, to tell you the truth. I've always been an independent man from small. In high school, my motto was, break boom, break back, never draw back. All my friends know me. That on the basketball court, I ain't drawing back. We dare to win. So everybody knew my motto. And then my motto for life, break boom, break back, never draw back. We're going. But we're not going blindly because I'm a knowledgeable man. I ain't retreating, but I ain't going blindly either. I'm going with strategies, planning, dedication, motivation, inspiration. Should I add more? But that's it. You want to thrive in this world, you got to understand there are rules, there are procedures. You got to pursue those rules and procedures too, or everything with chakra. That's why our full founding fathers made the Constitution, they made municipal laws, they made statutes, they made everything for us to follow so that we maintain a certain standard code among us that we can't break it. We can't break it. Right now, look at our government. Our government is so deceitful and dishonest. We can't trust these people. They tell you something, you can't listen to them because you know they are rogues and liars. Look at somebody who are talking about how people in the government, they make you feel that they like you to go talk for them. When you talk, now you get in trouble. All of them move from behind you. Say, oh, we never told him to do that. No, that man on your own. That people you trust, you can't trust those kind of people. So let me just end this topic now. I've been talking long. But I'm talking so long because it's hurtful, man. When you hear people see the 11 million, 25 million, bringing cocaine, $100 million cocaine in the country to sell to our children, all these things, and nobody being punished. People sanctioned. We got to force the president to suspend them, and they're still enjoying the fruits of our government. It's not right. It's not right. So let me just end on this topic before I start throwing up. I'm sick. It makes me sick. I told you, in 1980, I left Liberia. I had no reason to leave. I was a young guy. I was National ID card director for the country. After they killed my father, they made me National ID card director. Then they promoted me to legal counsel of the Treasury Department, which tripled my salary. After taxes, I was coming home with big money, man. I was enjoying. I could use government car, anything. I had gas slips. I had everything I needed. But I couldn't stand the corruption, man. I couldn't stand it. I was too young. Yeah, there were certain things you could get away with, but when it comes to destroying our country and our infrastructure to stop the people from knowing that you stole money, or no, that would be beyond anything I would take. I had to leave. When you get that far into corruption, you're not going to change. That's why I left my country to seek a better life, to seek my professional living, to see what kind of man I can really be by myself, whether I can make myself or not, without depending on stealing my family or other people. Only God and the Holy Trinity has not let me down. Aluta! Okay, I'm done with this topic. Let me move on. I got it. Oh, we just got a few more minutes. But my other topic not that bad either. So let's see what we got here.
We are at Garden of Eve, Caribbean cuisine. So we have a beautiful outdoor that we have a selection of different type of food that you can enjoy. We have jerk chicken, jerk ribs, especially the weekend. We got some different specials gonna go on, and we are basic Haitian cooking, but also you can find a little bit of everything that we carry here. And we are at 405 Harris Avenue, Providence, Rhode Island. Thank you, come on by and try us out. Looking forward to see you guys.
Now, I don't want to take too much time on my ass today. I want to deal with this topic of my country. America must be sincere to save and free Liberia. Please, America, speak with one voice. That's all I'm asking, man. You know, our these rogues need to be punished. These rogues need to be punished. When we give sanction, then we come and tell the people, oh, well, this sanction is this, but we're not involved in this and that and that. That's sending us mixed messages. We know our laws. We know our standards. We know America's involvement in our country. Every stage in our country. Every stage in our country. Even to the destruction of our country, America involved. America is not free of anything. She's involved in everything. But it got to be sincere to us now. You got to be sincere to us, man. Our country can't be dying. You can't have the war laws and slum laws and economic criminals ruling our country and seeing our country depleted and all our money gone. Nothing in our country again, man. After Turbo's death, you were supposed to make Liberia better. After Turbo's death, you were supposed to make Liberia good. After Turbo's death, you were supposed to give us good leaders. None of that has occurred. Instead of that, our country just going down, down, and America not benefiting. How can America benefit? No light, no water, no good standard of living, people being killed every day. The government is in a state of uproar every day. How can you benefit? No international institution can benefit from a situation like this. We can't. And for 40 years now, this thing been going on. America been calling meeting in Ghana, meeting in Nigeria. America involved in everything. So you're calling meeting and you know Sawyer is corrupt. You know Family corrupt. You know Barcos Mafia corrupt. You know Tobana Tipote is a criminal. You know all these people are rogues. and they want share in the political landscape of our country, they ain't got nothing to give. Then you're letting people destroy our country. America know all the dishonest and evil people in our country. America know them. So why are you letting these people destroy our country? That's what I just want to know. Why? Why are you killing my children for the future? Why? Because you can't play games to us. It gotta stop. These people are murderers and criminals. They should have never been leaders of our country. But you let the other criminals, the Barker, Matthew, but I told you Barker, Matthew, especially Sawyer. Sawyer was a snake in the grass. Sawyer was a criminal. And we should go, I don't want to say what we should go do, but we'll do it. These criminals, we honor them like that people that are good for us. These people are deceitful people now. They're coming back to haunt us. You hear all the Liberian people, oh, deceitful, Liberian people do this. Oh, you're just learning that? You're just learning with deceitful? When Tottenham stayed there for 30 years betraying our country and stealing everything, he wasn't deceitful. You killed Toba over bullshit. That's not deceitfulness. You got all these criminals ruling our country. You say that you're tribal people. Oh, you did this, you did that. So they will do it too. Then you're crying. What are you crying for? You shouldn't be crying. Because if America was serious, none of them would be going on. Our country will have good leaders. Our country will be moving forward. Things will be done the right way. Because if you got money supporting me, and you hold the money back and say, you don't do this, I'm not giving you money. You don't do that, I'm not giving you money. You think I would mess up? I will not mess up. But you get the people billions and millions of dollars, and you know they're ignorant. You know all those people out there are dummies. Nobody can tell America that. They know that. But then you get people millions and millions of dollars, they steal it from our country. How will people live? How will our people live? Is it because the Congo people not printing in Liberia no more? That's why you don't care? Most of us in America? And you don't really care about the indigenous Liberians? We got to ask that question now. Because if most of us were in Liberia, this thing will not be happening. It will not be happening. America will be more involved with stopping the stealing and corruption. But because all the Congo people come out of Liberia, the Congo people there, they know the head from the butts. So they join the whole stealing and thing. They don't respect themselves. Benin, you're that leader from our country. Benin, you can't talk to me. I'd rather slap him to the ground. That man would talk to the white people honestly. Man who in college tell us he will steal. That man I will respect. You and I in college suffering to get an education, and you planning in all your education to steal. That man I will honor. And if I will empower Benin, you will be in jail and flogged. And that way they don't like me. They don't like me. Oh. When you tell them, they just, oh, no, I won't. They don't like me. Because the things they're doing, if I don't tolerate it, they ain't going to kill me like my grandfather. If I don't tolerate something, somebody going to get flogged. Somebody going to get flogged. And it ain't going to be me. And I ain't backing down from you. Because when you take oath to do something, you take oath to do something and not to back down in the face of criminals and nasty rogues. And you see, that's why I stand ready to flog my own cousin better than you right now. I'm ready to put him on trial, let him be trial for stealing our money, confiscate every damn thing he owns, and flog him like a rogue he is. And if I can do that to my own cousin, who I can't do it to? Who I can't do it to? Because enough is enough. I was not raised to be a rogue. I was not raised to take people things that don't belong to me. I grew up in a poor environment. I didn't live with my father who was a minister. I lived with my aunt who had nothing. But our mom flogged me. She told me if I didn't have it, I can live without it. If I didn't have it, I don't want it. I don't need it. And I grew up with that. And I grew up with that. There was nobody can say Chesson stole this from me or stole that from me. No, they can't. You see, but even if our old people, and what owe you, I gotta come and talk to you. I will not try to dodge you and hide from you that our people do. No, you gotta be responsible. I'd rather come to you and tell you, look, man, I ain't got to pay you. You can do what you want to do, but give me time, I'll pay you. Then to just be hiding from you, like the Liberian people do. You owe the man come to your house, you close all your window, shut all your lights off, you sit in the dark, the people knocking to your door, cussing you, what my money? And you just sitting down there. How can you live like that? Do you know many Liberian people do that thing? How can you live like that? You owe the people. That's the same thing we got from Tottenham, trust and don't pay. And we put it in song. Trust and don't pay, because there's no other way to be happy in Liberia but to follow Ben and Ayuri. Steal like shit. My class is done, my people. Aluta. Continua. I'm out of here. My class is done.
I'm a resident of Providence and a manager of Darius Kitchen, West African, mainly Liberian dishes.
How long has this business been in operation?
We've been in business for about 5 years now.
How has the cooperation of the community been?
It's been very much supportive, not just Africans, but also our brothers and sisters of the African American community also been supportive, as well as other African and even other nationalities. So far, so good. We've been having a lot of support from different ethnic groups and different nationalities.